What's good, y'all? So Exclusive Ace just dropped the best SMGs for multiplayer in Black Ops 6, so you know we got to check the video out. If you are new here, you already know what to do. Don't make me have to tell you like everybody else. Let's not waste no more time and get straight to the video. All right, let's go, y'all. The best Black Ops 6 SMGs.
My name is Ace, and a couple days ago, I did a full breakdown and comparison of all of the assault rifles in Black Ops 6, including stats like their ranges, their time to kill values, recoils, everything like that. And in today's video, we're going to be doing the same thing. We're going to have to check that out. We're going to have to check that out. We missed that. We missed the ARs. If y'all want to see the ARs, you already know what to do, man. You know what to do. Down in the comments, let me know what y'all want to see. Hit that like button. But let's get straight back to the video. Let's get back to the video. SMGs. And without further ado, let's just dive right into this with our time to kill ranking, keeping in mind this is for close range engagements. And coming out on top,
what is the best SMG?
92, this one kills in just 220 milliseconds up close, which is extremely fast.
It's like the
KSV is just a little bit behind that at 225 milliseconds.
Okay, so that first one is like the Scorpion from the original Black Ops. If you remember the original Black Ops, it's just like that. So like past like shotgun range, it's trash. You're just shooting hella fast though. And then the KSV is probably the best SMG. It's real good. The Tantino 22, if you can hit headshots, that's the best SMG. Let's just say that.
Milliseconds. Then after that, we've got the C9 at 246
trash.
milliseconds.
C9 is trash.
The at 264, the Tonto 22 at 272, and then finally, the slowest killing SMG in the game right now is the PP919.
Hey,
and this one kills in 200.
The PP Bison, the PP919 is trash, but you got to remember it has 85 bullets, and I'm about to drop 100 kill gameplay tomorrow. So make sure to check that out. Make sure to stop by and watch all the videos, man. You already know what.
88 milliseconds up close.
Stop making me tell you.
Of course, these time to kill values don't take range into the equation. This is just if you're right up close and personal. So let's have a look at our range comparison here as well. And unlike assault rifles,
it's been a minute. I haven't seen a range comparison like this from Exclusive Ace since Modern Warfare, like the original Modern Warfare, and he took time, so you know he's enjoying the game. I'm enjoying the game. It's a pretty cool game, man. I'm enjoying the game a lot.
Separate range values. And we tend to see much larger drop-offs, as you would likely expect with SMGs. So like with the KSV, for instance, up close, it kills in just 4 shots, but at a distance, it drops all the way off to 8 shots. So you really lose a lot of effectiveness as you stretch
like I was saying, look,
and I guess
the C9, so we're going to come over here. The C9, the range out to about, I would say that's like 20 meters, not even 20 meters. That's like 10 meters, out to like 10, 15 meters. The C9 drop off is crazy. It's not that good. And this is the one I was talking about, the Tantino, the Tantino's Pizza, the number 22. This one, the range is crazy, bruh. It's like a mini AR. Look at this green range. This green range is wild. And then this is what I was talking about, the one that reminds me of the little baby Scorpion. It smacks, the one that reminds me of the little baby Scorpion. It smacks anything up close. Look at this. Look at this blue right here. It's crazy.
Some more extreme examples, the Compact 92, in its minimum damage range, which is just beyond about 23 meters, it's going to take you 10 shots to kill, which is pretty crazy. And therefore, in this game, they've really kept SMGs in check outside of their effective ranges. Now, within those effective ranges, they're very effective. And our maximum damage range for most of these, outside of like the Tonto, for instance, is actually pretty great. Most of them extend between 10 to 15 meters or so. And that's not bad at all for SMGs historically with Call of Duty. And it is worth mentioning, while the PP919 does have the slowest time to kill potential up close, it also has the best maximum damage range out of all of the SMGs. Its 4-shot kill potential extends out to about 16 meters, so it does maintain a bit more effectiveness there. But that's pretty much all I feel is worth mentioning with this. Of course, you can screenshot this for yourself and take a deeper look at it.
Yeah, make sure you screenshot this.
The main thing to keep in mind, though, is you really want to keep yourself in the effective ranges with SMGs in this game, much more so than many previous Call of Duty games, in fact. Now, of course, that previous chart was only looking at body shots. What about headshots? Well, it turns out, by default, if you're not using that CHF barrel, which boosts your headshot damage, and we're not diving into attachments today at all, I will do those in these separate gun guides when I cover each gun individually. But looking at headshots without that barrel, headshots are literally useless on SMGs in the vast majority of situations.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Headshots are almost useless, except for the Tantino. You know what I mean? This one right here, this gun is crazy. It's crazy, man.
Useless is it'll take the exact same number of shots to kill to the head as the body in most cases. The only exceptions here without the CHF barrel are the Tonto 22 at longer ranges. If you mix 3 headshots in with a body shot, you can get a 4-shot kill instead of a 5-shot kill. Then with the PP919, in the 3rd and 4th damage ranges, If you mix 3 headshots in, you can cut down on the number of shots to kill. And then finally, with the Compact 92, in that 10-shot kill range, that minimum damage range, it will be a 9-shot kill if just 1 bullet hits the head out of those 9. So generally speaking, unless you're using the CHF barrel, and unless you're going for headshot camos, there's no benefit whatsoever in aiming for the head with SMGs. Next up, let's get into recoil, and I'm just going to play the recoil test in the background. Yes, I am aware that you have a recoil wall in the firing range. It's not nearly as precise since you can't get far enough away from it, and on top of that, it doesn't display the bullet holes really cleanly, so they overlap a lot more. The way I'm testing here is just a much more precise method of showing you guys recoil patterns. And as you can see here, with the C9, it's got a lot of zigzag to it as it kicks
All right, I'm going to pause the video right here. I'm pausing the video right here. If you need to know the recoil patterns, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make shorts. I'm going to make shorts, little videos. But if you need to know the recoil patterns, there it goes right there. Thank you, TheXclusiveAce. You're the GOAT, man. You the GOAT for real.
Lean too heavily in any particular direction while it is zigzagging upward. With the KSV, we've got a nice like S-shaped recoil pattern with a fair amount of vertical magnitude to it. The Tonto 22 has a huge vertical magnitude.
Yeah, but it's easy.
A lot upwards,
it's easy
but it's
to
a very
use.
Slow upward climb because it has such a slow fire rate. So it actually looks much worse than it really is. In reality, it's pretty easy to manage and control that recoil.
And what people don't talk about is when the recoil is going up and you're strafing, you get rotational aim assist with that. So it's the more recoil that it has going up, and it's an SMG, you're gonna get more rotational aim assist, and that's what we want, man. That's what we're here to get. Is all the aim assist that we can. And then the PP9, the PP Bison, I'm gonna just call it the PP Bison. Well, it's trash. I'm just put it like that, but it has no recoil and you can have 85 bullets. So if you can catch people slipping and do work, you know what I mean, then you could do work with it.
On the Tonto 22, with the PP919, keep in mind I didn't fire the entire magazine. I just fired 30 rounds out of the 64 round magazine. Within the first 15 or so.
And with extended mags, 85 rounds. Make sure you check out that gameplay.
Rounds that you fire, it kicks upward with a slight lean to the left, and then it suddenly cuts really hard to the right after about 15 rounds fired. So that's just something you have to be prepared for if you are spraying a little bit with this gun. Then with the Jackal PDW, those initial shots kick perfectly straight upwards, which is really easy to control.
I haven't used the Jackal. I used it in the beta. I haven't used it yet.
If you're getting your kills with your initial few shots, it's a very accurate and easy to control gun. And then with the Compact 92, it doesn't have a ton of recoil, but it is worth mentioning your initial recoil is actually a little bit higher than the rest of the recoil pattern, especially between the second and third shot fired. There tends to be a pretty big jump there. And that's the type of thing that will throw you off if you're trying to stretch your ranges out, which you really don't want to do with this gun anyway, because as we established earlier, you drop off to a 10-shot kill pretty quickly with this gun.
Yes, sir, but it is strong. But if they have a shotgun and the shotgun's broken right now, people don't know this, I'm going to give you a little secret. If you made it this far, let me know down in the comments that you made it this far by dropping a shotgun emoji. You know what I'm saying? Just drop a headshot emoji so we know that you made it this far. The shotgun is broken right now. If you put slugs on, if you rank it up to level like 20, I think, and you put slug shots on, the shotgun is broken.
Now with SMGs, I tend to avoid using optics, and therefore I think it's important to look at the iron sights.
You get tips from your boy.
I actually like all of the iron sights on the SMGs. I have no problem with any of them, and therefore I don't see myself really using optics on these at all.
What's your best iron sight right here? What's the favorite one? Mine, I like the MP5, you know what I'm saying? The C9. The C9 is crazy. It's nice, but it's not the best gun. They need to fix the MP5, man. It's a legendary gun. They need to make it better.
Personally, but that is going to be a personal choice, of course. And with that out of the way, let's get into our handling stats. And our aim down sight speeds, for the most part, are quite fast, especially with the Jackal PDW and the Tonto 22. These ones are really standouts in this area. And then it's worth noting the PP919 has an aim down sight speed that's more along the lines of what you would expect with an assault rifle rather than an SMG. As for our sprint out times, they're also quite fast on average, as you would expect. Once again, the Tonto and the Jackal PDW.
This is what really matters if you play on auto tac sprint like your boy. This is what really matters. The aim down sights, not too much, but the sprint out times. That's what you need to work. That's what you need to be looking at. And the Tonto is crazy, man. It's crazy SMG, but the KSV, don't sleep on the KSV.
Come out on top in this area, and the PP919 is on the slower side, but this time it's at least noticeably faster than assault rifles still. And then finally for handling, let's have a look at our reload ad time using the default magazine, and keeping in mind this is the
I gotta say this, the reload times in this game is the worst of all time, man. I've been running overkill, and I've never ran overkill in no games, but it's just way easier to switch your gun instead of reloading. It takes like a whole year to reload. You'd be like, and then you finally reload. Like Hey, step it up. Make the reload times faster. The game will be faster. I'll put a perk in that makes you reload instantly, like fast hands. Really make fast hands fast hands. You know what I'm saying?
Time, which means it ignores any unnecessary animations with your reload. And in this case, the big standout is the KSV. This one reloads very quickly at 1.39 seconds. Most of the other ones are pretty much average, but once again, the PP919 is just not excelling in this area. It's got quite a slow reload speed at 2.33 seconds.
Yeah, the PP Bison's trash, man.
Speed is the trade-off you make for a 64-round magazine by default. That's really what sets a PP919 apart from the other SMGs. And with that out of the way, let's get into mobility. And I've got an important note here. It turns out after doing more testing with this, the in-game detailed stats when it comes to mobility appear to be inaccurate in many cases, and sometimes by a fairly large margin. So in the assault rifle breakdown video I made, I was just using the stats that they provided in the detailed stats because I made the assumption that they were accurate when they aren't perfectly accurate. They're typically pretty close, and in some cases they are bang on accurate with what you experience in game, but just not all the time, and this does matter. So that is something I will be revisiting in the individual gun guides for those guns, where I dive into significantly more detail with each gun individually and also share the best setups that are optimized using statistics. So if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet and you like this style of content, make sure you subscribe, especially to catch those gun guides. So getting into the mobility of the SMGs, keep in mind the values I'm about to share are the real values that you actually experience in-game, and they may not align perfectly with the advanced stats. In fact,
he's about to give you the real values. So make sure you're listening. If you wasn't listening before, make sure you're listening, because he just told you the game is lying to you. They've been lying to you about everything, man. They're not telling you the truth about nothing. But Exclusive Ace never lies, you know what I'm saying? He only tells the truth.
In some cases, they're pretty far off of what the advanced stats
I'm just playing.
As you can see here, when it comes to our base walking speed, the better SMGs in this area are the KSV, Tonto 22, and Jackal PDW, whereas the PP919 and the Compact 92, surprisingly with the Compact 92, they're noticeably slower than the rest at 4.85 meters per second. Then when it comes to our sprint speeds, once again, the standouts here are the Tonto 22 and the Jackal PDW. Then after that, we have our tactical sprint speed. And with this, once again, the Jackal PDW is on top, although it's what you gotta pay attention to. C9, that one also has a solid tactical sprint speed, whereas the PP919 is the slowest in the category. And then finally, for our aim walking speed, this is where the in-game stats are generally quite accurate.
It says they're all the same. There's only two that are different.
Barely out on
all the other ones, what my face cam's blocking, is the same.
So it's pretty clear if you're looking for
3.60 milliseconds.
Jackal PDW is the way to go. And with that, that's all of the important data. Now I just wanted to share my thoughts on the SMGs based on the stats as well as my experience using them. Keeping in mind my experience is fairly limited, especially with some of the later unlocks at this stage. But overall, we once again have a case where I'm quite happy using all of these SMGs. I feel like they just excel in different areas. They're balanced quite nicely together. There are trade-offs with each of them, and they each have their own unique character and feel to them. So I'm perfectly happy using pretty much any one of these, although in some cases I find the PP919 just doesn't have the time to kill potential to keep up.
He said
and then if I'm playing on maps where I just can't manage to keep my gunfights up close and personal, not that there's many of those maps in this game, but if I can't, then the Compact 92 is quite limiting due to that 10-shot kill potential within its minimum damage range. But outside of that, I'm really just comfortable using any one of these SMGs. If I had to pick my favorites, I'd probably lean in the direction of the KSV, the C9, and I also really like the Tonto 22, especially once you get wrapped.
Top three, like I said, those are the top three. And the PP Bison is trash, like he said. And then the other one is like a shotgun. The Compact, yeah, it's like a shotgun. So if you're not in shotgun range, then you're not gonna kill nothing. People that are using shotguns, the shotgun's broken right now, so you're gonna die. So it's just all bad to use that gun, but it's really good. It is a good gun, but it's just, you know what I'm saying?
That one just really suits me well, and I enjoy using it.
Y'all know what I'm saying,
dog? Of course, those are just my opinions on the SMGs, and this is where I'm curious to hear from you guys in those comments down below. How are you feeling about the SMGs?
How are you feeling
so far?
How are you feeling about Black Ops?
What are your favorite SMGs to use at the
What's your favorite SMG?
Let me know all of those thoughts down below.
Let them know. And
a video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.
Exactly what he said. And if you are new here, if you've never been here before, it's your boy, the myth, the legend, the man with 3,000 hands, aka Sniper Boy 3000, aka Black Ops Boy 3000, aka Ugly Boy 3000. I'm not going to waste no more time. Let's get out of here.